Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
And on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, noon Eastern Time at imaginativestorm.com, we gather with a group of writers on Zoom. And we write for 10 minutes within the time frame of an hour. We also read our work and do a great conversation as well. So what we would like to do is give you a sample of how that plays out. So here's what we're going to do.
We are going to do what we do on our Zoom on Saturday mornings and also on Thursday afternoons at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We share a prompt. We ask everyone to write a list of words, whatever pops into their minds, your mind, as you look at the prompt that we're going to put up on the screen. So just a list of words, not joined up writing yet, words or short phrases. They don't have to have anything to do with the image at all. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. Just simply make your list and we will time you for 2 minutes.
And your time begins. So you now have a list of words not joined up yet. And what we do on the Saturday call, we go around the Zoom room and ask every participant to give one word or phrase from their list. And everybody on the Zoom call writes down all the words and phrases. So they end up with the community list, which we all share, and their personal list.
And the nice thing about having this community list is it functions as a kind of collective imagination. And you can draw on it as little or as much as you wish. We will put the list up again on the screen during the 10-minute writing time. So you don't have to write the words down now, but I do think there's some benefit in having them go, in your ear and out your hand. You kind of take them into yourself in a different way. So maybe just write down the ones that particularly strike you. Here they are. This has to be England. Calm drink, catscape, imbibe, lake of life, perfect, murky waters, cat's meow, scum, saucer of reflections. She drinks from the St. James River, grass-fed, the spell worked, hiding in plain sight, thirst, olive green, drink and we will grow, quiet quenching, ears of forest, shoulders of atlas, delicioso, furnished by the sun, anatomically correct, the caretaker, nature is patient.
So our community list now belongs to you. And after we get the community list on our group, we do ask people to read it out loud. We won't ask you to do that right now. We'll take you into the timed writing, but I just suggest that somewhere along the way when you're working on this, you might want to come back and read it aloud just to see what happens when you read the list aloud and see what pops in your imagination. So now we're going to write, and Allegra's going to give you a bit more on how you'll do that.
We have to do these more laborious changeovers because Nave's in Manila and I'm in Taos, New Mexico. So he gets up in the middle of the night to do this call. It's 3 a.m. right now in Manila. This is how we do it. We will set a timer for 10 minutes and we'll ask you to write whatever you want. You have these two lists to draw from, your personal list and the community list. You can use as many or as few of the words from those lists as you like. One way to do it is just simply let your eyes drift, kind of maybe not super focused over the list, and see which word or phrase grabs your imagination. Something will. And start there and see where it takes you. Maybe you'll keep coming back to the list for more inspiration, or maybe you'll go off in some completely other direction. So you can write fast if you want, keep the pen moving, like some people say. Or if you want to be more deliberate and calm and it's a slower rhythm kind of day for you, that's fine too. We don't have rules about how you should write. All we ask you to do is let your imagination take the lead over your rational mind. Write what you don't know. Let your imagination surprise you. You don't need to have ideas of what you should write, or am I doing this right, or some sort of agenda of I want to make this fit into the bigger project I'm working on. You will get more interesting, intriguing, more authentic, more original, more sparkly results if you just let all those rational thoughts go and let your imagination take the lead and ask it to surprise you.
And so now get ready to do your 10-minute timed writing, and your time begins right now. So now you have a brand new piece of work, didn't exist 10 minutes ago, does now. What we do on our Saturday calls and also on our Thursday calls, by the way, you're invited to come to either one, 6 p.m. Eastern time and noon on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday and noon on Saturday, imaginativestorm.com. You can scan to the, just right below the fold, you'll see the link for that. So what we do is we ask people to go into Zoom rooms and read their work aloud so folks can hear it. So what we'd like to do now is ask you to put us on pause and read your work aloud. And if somebody happens to be there working with you, then read your work to each other. If you're alone, read your work to yourself. Listen to how your voice interprets what you just generated. You might be surprised at how it changes things as you are speaking.
We hope you did read what you wrote aloud, even if it was to a quote unquote empty room. It's not empty, you're in it, and you are your most important audience. So please do make a practice of reading these throwaway pieces aloud. You will be very surprised by the benefit that it gives you. And before we go further, I need to credit the image. It is by Richard Saunders, Surrealist. The Topiary cat. The Topiary cat has its own Facebook page, and you can see many manifestations of it on there, and you will find the link to that in the text below this video. And the other thing I want to tell you about is our Circle site. We have a place where you can share what you wrote to an appreciative audience, our writing group, our writing community. So here is how you find the Circle. Here is how you get to the Circle community. Go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll across the top navigation, and you will see community. A drop-down menu pops up or drops down, and you'll see Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click on that, and that will take you to the community page, this particular part of it. Click on the image, and that will take you to the Circle site. If it's your first time, it will ask you to make a login name and password, but it's free. And once you've done that, you can explore the other parts of it in this left-hand navigation column, or you can just go straight to prompt of the week. And there you will find an archive of all the prompts we've done every week for more than 3.5 years now. And the most recent one is at the top. When you click on one, you'll see what it is. You'll see a link to the YouTube recording. You'll see the image, and you'll see the word list. And then you'll see, as you scroll down, you'll see what other people have written. Sometimes people upload an audio of them reading it. And other people can comment on what they liked about what people have posted. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a box that says, what are your thoughts? And that is the place to type in what you wrote to the prompt.
So when you go onto the Circle, you may have been asking all along, well, what am I going to do with this? I'm here in the room by myself. Well, the Circle is a place where you can drop your stuff in and we can interact with it. Guess what? You can drop a video in there. You can drop a sound file in there. You can drop a photograph in there. So there are lots of opportunities on that Circle to take what you just generated and build it out in whatever directions you feel like going in. So we look forward to interacting with your work and seeing you pop up on the Circle, as well as maybe coming to one of our Zoom calls on Thursday or on Saturday.
Or indeed one of our workshops. We have live in-person workshops, live Zoom workshops. As we record this, it's November 2024. The next live 10-week Zoom course of Write What You Don't Know, facilitated by Nave, starts on January 21st, 2025. So if you're interested in that, check it out at imaginativestorm.com, book a call, drop us a line. And you may also like to check out our audio course if you don't feel like you'd be able to show up for 10 weeks on Zoom every Tuesday. Our audio course, you can do that whenever and wherever you want. Listen to it on your favorite podcast platform, and you will find information about that too at imaginativestorm.com.
So there you go. Wherever you are in the world, lean into what you're doing, lean into your writing. come check us out more if you're so inclined. And we hope to see you again very, very soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.